Friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will take up the next topic on inventory management, which is goods issues. Here, we have to learn two parts in the goods issues. The first part is unplanned goods issues, and second part is goods issue with reference. In this video, we will take up the unplanned goods issues. Means what are unplanned goods issues? Why these unplanned goods issues are required, and what movement types we can use for this issuing materials for unplanned requirement or unplanned goods issues. First of all, what is a goods issue? A goods issue is a goods movement that leads to reduction in stock. The following types of goods issues are possible. The first thing is issue of material for a production order, withdrawal for random sampling, scrapping of material, internal staging of material for other purposes, or shipping of goods to a customer. So these are the types of goods issues, okay, which we are normally doing in our plants. Now, if you want to make goods issue to a cost center, we will use movement type 201. Then we have to enter the cost center as the account assignment object. So that means whenever we want to do some goods issue for a cost center, we have to input the cost center for which we are going to withdraw the material. And one important thing we have to learn here if you want to withdraw for consumption, for example, for a production order, a sales order, or for a cost center, we can withdraw the material only from unrestricted stock, as you can see here in this figure here, right? We cannot withdraw material from quality stock or block stock for production order, sales order, or for a cost center. It should be only from unrestricted stock. But if you want to withdraw any material for random sampling or scrapping, we can withdraw from either unrestricted stock or stock in quality inspection or black stock. However, normally, for sampling or scrapping, we withdraw the material from quality inspection or black stock. Okay, so these important points, right, we should keep in mind actually on goods issue without reference. Okay, next thing is what are the effects of a goods issue? Okay, whenever we do goods issue, okay, we do goods issue using the transaction code MAGO. And after we do the goods issue, what happens in SAP? The first thing is, as soon as you post the goods issue, you will get a message in the MIGO screen that material document created. So the first thing is a material document is created, and also accounting document is also created. Stock of the material is reduced immediately. Third one, the value of the material withdrawn is booked out of the stock account and posted to an offsetting account that depends on the relevant transaction. For example, if we are withdrawing for a cost center, then that GL account linked to that cost center, that will be booked, okay, for the material. Next, if the material is issued for a cost center, the specified account assignment will be debited, for example, the cost center. Okay, so if you are withdrawing for a cost center, of course, okay, so that that whatever the amount of the material is there, that will be debited for the cost center, and one GL account will be definitely linked to the cost center. Okay, when we are doing goods issue without reference to any document like production order or reservation, we must enter other goods issue without reference and enter all the necessary data manually. Such cases are referred as unplanned goods issues. Okay, so this is same like goods issue other. When you go to the MIGO transaction code, right, you select goods issue other, and when you select goods issue other, then it is an unplanned goods issue. For example, here I will show you here. I am in the MIGO screen. When you are making the goods issue, right, and if you select here other, then that means here this is a not planned issue. Okay, you have to input all the data manually, material number, quantity, from which plant, and all that one. And normally, right, if you are issuing the material for a cost center, we are going to use the movement type 201. Next thing is, so if you want to withdraw several materials that appear as components on a bill of material, we can reference the BOM when entering the goods issue, thereby reducing the manual entry effort. Okay, that means, this is a separate thing actually. This is used only for, that PM module, where we are using the BOM. And in such case, right, we have to input the BOM number also when we are, withdrawing the material. That is a separate topic, and we will not go more details into this one. Okay, because as far as is concerned, okay, this is not really, much required. The next thing is sampling. We take random samples for quality control inspection. I think you have heard about, sampling very much, right? Normally, we are doing this sampling inspection, which comes under the quality control department. Only a small quantity of materials undergoing quality inspection is actually checked or tested, and based on the result of this check for a small quantity, usage decision is done for the entire quantity. For example, here if you see this screen, we have stock of 100 pieces. Okay, and for sampling, we will withdraw only 5 pieces. Okay, and check the 5 pieces. If 5 pieces are accepted, okay, then we are going to accept all the 100 pieces. Okay, so that is how this that sampling inspection is done in quality control. Okay, now what are the movement types? Okay, we have to use or we can use for withdrawing for sampling. If we are withdrawing from unrestricted use stock, the movement type we are going to use is 333. If we are withdrawing for sampling from quality inspection stock, movement type we are going to use will be 331. And if you are withdrawing from black stock, the movement type we are going to use is 335. These are the standard movement types. Okay, we are going to use to withdraw for sampling. The next thing is non-destructive testing. You might have heard about this non-destructive testing. What is this non-destructive testing? If a material can still be used after checking or testing process, such type of testing is called non-destructive testing. For example, we will withdraw some sample, okay, and do some testing on it. After the tests are completed, again, we are going to, send the material back to the receiving area, and that is our stock, and the material will be used. This is called a non-destructive testing. Okay, in such cases, we will have a separate storage location for the lab where the testing will be done. Okay, so we transfer the material to the separate storage location of the lab and then withdraw the material from this storage location. Why? This allows us to keep track of the materials undergoing non-destructive quality tests. Okay, so wherever we are going to do the non-destructive testing, okay, so that will be a lab where this is done, and we have to create a separate storage location and then transfer the material to that particular storage location of the lab where this non-destructive testing will be done. Then after once the non-destructive testing is completed, we can transfer the material back to the original storage location. Okay, then scrapping. The last point in unplanned goods issue is scrapping. What is scrapping? Okay, so we might have seen this, in many plants. Scrapping is happening, almost, periodically. Okay, so if a material can no longer be used, for example, because it has been damaged or because its minimum shelf life has been exceeded or that material has expired, okay, then such materials are scrapped. Cropping is possible from each of the three stock types and is entered as goods issue without reference. Okay, so for scrapping any material, SAP has given standard movement types. What are the movement types? If you are withdrawing the material for scrapping from unrestricted use stock, the movement type is 551. If you are withdrawing the material for scrapping from stock in quality inspection, 553 is the movement type. And for withdrawing the material for scrapping from block stock, the movement type we can use is 555. Okay, and one more thing. What happens after we scrap a material? Scrapping causes a reduction in the stock of the material, and the value of the scrap material is posted out of the stock account to a scrap account. So whenever we scrap a material, okay, the value of the material, or if you see the accounting document, then we can see that the value of the scrap material is posted out of the stock account to a scrap account. Okay, for scrap account, separate account will be GL account will be there. Then we can see that that value of the material will be posted to that particular stock account. So this is about unplanned goods issues. Next thing is, we will take up some exercises on this unplanned goods issues, where we will, do some, exercise on goods issue for a cost center, and also, goods set, goods issue for scrapping. So I have decided, to take separate videos for these exercises. And this is, whatever I have explained is the theory of the unplanned goods issues. Thank you for watching my video, and see you in my next video on the exercises on goods issues.